Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota now to throw on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mariota's pass.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
For Washington.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
21-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, that could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 44, 45. No, 66. Watch the run, watch the run. Jugger.
Throwing now is Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go, D. Hey, goal 66. 44 Mike. Check. We ain't giving him nothing today. Football's the Mike.
To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Deron Payne with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Washington football at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game and all that.
Touchdown, Washington!
Touchdown, Washington.
Jalen Hurd, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the run, it's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now third down.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
4 more yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Washington 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 30 on second down, Mariota slings this deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A run on on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Washington.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was brought down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Get ready. Get ready. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. Hey, mark the screen.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
44's the mic, 44's mic. Check. Here we go. Let me go.
To throw again, Brady. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
44, Mike, alert. Watch the run. 44's the mic.
Brady to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fournette. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Fournette. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Brady to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the 1st half. It's also a 1st down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, Hurd. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
from just shy of midfield. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Washington 14.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. My 50 sugar.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
55 is my time, 55. It's our time. It's our time. Mike, 55.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 68 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long here for Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 59 yards. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Buccaneers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Fournette. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hey, 66.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, check Mike.
Brady going to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you